Welcome inside the Bell Alliance Center here on this Friday night of NBPEI Major U18 Hockey. The Charlottetown Knights welcoming the Northern Moose to town here for what'll be the Knights' second game this week. They'll have 3 games here in 5 days. Of course, coming in after a Monktonian victory. They've been reeling a little bit. 3-1-1 in their last 5 games, including a shootout loss to their crosstown rival Kensington Wild here on Wednesday night. On the other side, the Moose, 5-8 record through 13 games, 2-3 in their last 5 meetings. Both teams will enter the ice. Both forward flying solo for this one.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the McLaughlin Arena for tonight's major U18 Hockey League action featuring the Contendo Northern Moose and your Charlottetown Ball Carriers Knights. Here are the officials for today's game. The referees are Curtis Hall and Brandon Barrett, and the linesmen are Mike Kiley and Natasha Perry. We ask you to all rise if you're able to and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Back inside the Bell Alliance Center here tonight, of course, both forward flying solo on the broadcast. We'll start with the this evening's starting goaltenders for the Northern Moose. They'll go to the veteran in Nico Boudreau. Comes in with very solid numbers for a last place team, a 2.26 goals against average and a league-leading .941 save percentage. At the other end, it's the rookie Hudson Bradley, 5-2-1 record, a .932 save percentage and a league-leading 2.24 goals against average. Of course, Bradley played on Wednesday. No Kiefer Thompson for the Knights. He got the call to the Moncton Wildcats earlier this week. He'll spend the weekend in Moncton. A well-deserved call for Kiefer Thompson, who's had a very stellar start to his third and final season in the Major U18 League. We're underway. Lavoie skates it over the line for the Moose. Godin will shovel it down in. Andrew Thompson Down in behind the goal, works one over to the half wall. Harper can't get a stick on it. Lavoie turns, fires, scores. First shot of the hockey game from Alexander Lavoie. Beats Bradley through a screen up over the glove. It's 1-0 for the Moose. "24 seconds into this hockey game. Lavoie walks out top of the circle, lets one go through traffic. And it's 1-0 for the road team here on a Friday night in Charlottetown. Knights will control the face-off off the game's initial goal. It'll be McGuigan who will skate that one into the near side corner boards. It's worked around by the Moose starting that breakout. Here's Poirier. Poirier collides there with Morris. The Moose try and work it down low. It comes back to the point. LeBlanc plays it rink wide over to Gaudette. Gaudette watched there by Justin Smith. Goes down in behind. Shattuck now for the Moose on the attack. Shattuck comes back to the point. LeBlanc fires one. That one's off a skate of Poirier and up and out of play. So if you're the Charlottetown Knights here tonight, it's not a very good start to things. They come in after that Monktonian, of course, suffer the loss to the Moncton Vito. End up losing in a shootout to Kensington. It's been a 1-1-1 start after the Monktonian and looking to get the train back in the tracks here, down 1-0 early. Here's McPherson, comes back to the point with that puck. Here's Pierce now. Pierce tries to fire one in. That one goes wide. LeBlanc with the assist on the initial goal there from Lavoie. Here's Baxter. Baxter through center. Works that one over to the wing onto Chason. Chason fires it in. Pierce from behind the goal gets it up to league leading scorer Ross Campbell. Of course, coming into this game tied with Wheeler in Moncton. Here's McPherson now. Plays it down and in. Nicholson takes a poke at it, but it's the Moose that come back the other way. It's Mullally. Mullally, a centering feed into Gaudette. Had to take that one in the skates. Now plays it back to the point. Here's Tebow. Tebow drops that one off to Duguay. Played into the zone. And it's out to Dawson Sharkey. Sharkey drawing back into the lineup here tonight. Fires one in. Boudreau the save. Charging to the rebound. McDonald didn't get all of that one. Puts it just wide. From the back end, Andy Thompson keeps that puck alive, but it's Gaudette who's able to skate it out. Works it over to Mullally. 2-on-1. Mullally fires one, and Morris dives in front of that with the stick to put it up and out of harm's way. Back into the neutral zone. Here's LeBlanc. Tries to send one far side, puts it right on the stick of Smith. Smith goes through the legs towards the goal. He's poke checked there by Boudreau. Griffith comes in hard with the stick and pokes that one away. Now in the neutral zone. Here's Sharkey drawing a penalty. McDonald now with possession in the zone has that puck roll off of his stick, and the Knights will go to the power play for their first opportunity in the hockey game. Down 1-0 early. Face-off will come down to the left of Boudreau. Big guns will come out here to try and get the Knights back in the board and tie one up. Face-off controlled there by Nicholson. Campbell into the middle to Pierce. Pierce over to Nicholson. Nicholson now walks, fires, and puts that one high up over the glove. Campbell recovers. Campbell tries to chip it by his man, and that one's knocked back into the neutral zone by Baxter. Pierce plays it over to Nicholson, back to Pierce at his own blue line. Up to Ross Campbell. Campbell spins away from Baxter and will drive it into the zone for the Knights. Will skate into center ice, leave it there for Pierce. Pierce walks with it, fires, and gloved by Boudreau, held on. 1:25 left in the first power play opportunity here for the Knights. Face off down to the left of Boudreau. Nicholson wins that face-off. Campbell pushes it back to the point, but it'll slip out. Here's Smith. Smith turns and gets it up to Ross Campbell. Campbell up through center ice. Will work around on Gobout and leave it for Nicholson. Nicholson to the middle to Smith. Smith to Ross Campbell. Campbell skates up top, sauces one across to Nicholson. Nicholson to Smith. Back to Nicholson in the center. He's got time to walk and fire and puts that one up over the glove. All kinds of space there for Nicholson coming in from the blue line. Smith now with it back to Campbell. Campbell drags, fires one along the ice. Dwyer might have got a stick on that one, redirects it just wide. Nicholson back up top to Smith, over to Campbell quickly. Campbell will walk and drag again, but it's a good poke there from Gobout to knock that one away. Here's Nicholson now. 30 seconds left in the power play. McGuigan tries to one-time one. That one's blocked off a set of shin pads. McGuigan now again plays it down low. Griffin couldn't knock that one down, and Theriault for the Moose takes some time and space and will now send it the length of the ice. Bradley leaves it there for Smith. Justin Smith goes up the boards over to McDonald. McDonald across to Carson Griffin. Griffin to Jonah McDonald. McDonald, top of the circle, finds Griffin. One-time blast. Good kick save there by Boudreau. Back the other way. Here's Poirier out of the box. One-on-one with Bradley. Shot. Big-time blocker save there from Hudson Bradley on a breakaway from Isaac Poirier. Out of the box. They caught the Knights up ice. Played in there by Mullally. Poirier hard on Thompson after that puck. Mullally comes out with it from the corner as he gets it kicked towards him. Now Sharkey. Sharkey to Brennan Murphy. Murphy will softly lay one down into the near side corner boards. LeBlanc rims it on around, and it's Gaudette who pushes it back in behind. LeBlanc plays it over to Mullally. Off the bench, Thatcher Hughes pushes that one ahead, tries to make a move around a sprawled out defender, rolls down into the corner. McPherson back to the point it comes. Smith crosses one over. Morris tries to fire one in on the goal. Puck down in behind. Comes back and Smith's able to keep that one in, tries to fire it in behind the goal. McPherson has that hop over his stick. Plays it down low. McKenzie tries to follow up with the body. Here's Morris to Carson McKenzie. McKenzie closed off there. Hughes covering on the back end, fires that one back in. The Knights with some sustained pressure here in the Moose zone. Bro playing it on the half wall boards. Shovels it back in behind. Couture gets it as far as the neutral zone. Morris will play it back in, and Boudreau stops and covers it up. Leaves it there for Lavoie. Lavoie backhands one in front of the goal to LeBlanc. LeBlanc tries to play it up to Bro. Lavoie skates into it now. It's chipped into the zone by Nicholson. Chasing after that puck is Godden. Plays it over to LeBlanc. LeBlanc tries to find his man cutting through center. That's Field. Batted out into the slot area, knocked away by Nicholson and kept in by Chason momentarily. Here's Chason now, driving up the near side boards, fires one into the Knights' crest. Bradley makes a save, juggles the rebound. Moose maintain possession. Here's Field in behind the goal. Pinned up by Nicholson, plays it on around. Kept in there by Simon Duguay. Bounces to the captain, Gobout, and played back into the near side corner boards. Pierce can't handle it. There's a shot, bad angle, and Bradley got a piece of that one. Back into the neutral zone it comes, and here's Baxter now. Tries to work up ahead of steam. He'll play it in the back end, and Pierce will go down in behind the goal for the Knights. Tries to make a pass with it. It's picked off, shoveled back towards the goal. Thompson intercepts and plays it out off the glass. Bounced off the boards by Dwyer. Murphy skates into it, tries to fire. It's off a shin pad, bouncing in front, and Boudreau sticks that one away. Murphy leaves it down in behind the goal for McGuigan. But it's the Moose that overpower and start things back in through the neutral zone. Morris for the Knights plays it to Dwyer. Dwyer loses that one in front of the goal, and Bradley had to poke that one away from Gaudette. Down in behind is Gaudette. Lofted out through the neutral zone. .10:45 left to go in the first period. Moose on the board first. They scored early on a goal from Isaac Poirier, 24 seconds into the hockey game. They have the Knights hemmed in their zone here right now. Bouncing down towards Bradley, and he'll quickly cover up and hold on for a whistle. Face off down to the left of Hudson Bradley. Knights will control it. Comes on around to Sharkey. Sharkey plays it out into the neutral zone to Carson Griffin. Griffin tries to make a move. The long stick of the defender's able to poke that one away, and Noah Bro skates into it, leaves it back for his D-man. It's kept into the zone. Sharkey skates into it. Here's Dawson Sharkey. Plays it down low, then blocked by Godin. McDonald, he tries to center it. It's behind the goal. Flipped out front and smacked back to the point. Godin got a stick on that one. Smith turns it over again and has possession. Comes back up top to Griffin. Griffin fakes a shot. That second attempt blocked by Lavoie. McDonald down low to Sharkey. Sharkey backhands it to Griffin. Griffin fires one, and that one sounded like it might have caught the post on the glove side of Boudreau. Bradley airmails one up to Griffin at the blue line, and Griffin will play it down and in. Duguay plays it over to Theriot. Theriot into the neutral zone to Baxter. Baxter loses that puck. Campbell knocked down, and the Knights will go to the power play again here with 9:17 left to go in period number one. Here's Ross Campbell on the power play. Second look for the Knights. Thompson to Nicholson. Back at the point. Here's Nicholson again. Works it over to Ross Campbell. Campbell tries to fire one. That one blocked in front, and he'll have to regroup and grab that puck. Here's Campbell again. Sends it over to Nicholson. Nicholson drags, fires, and stopped by Boudreau. Down low. Campbell comes back to Thompson. Thompson to Nicholson. Nicholson over to Andy Thompson. They'll play pitch and catch here. Thompson. Nicholson over to Campbell off the boards. Ross Campbell plays it to Thompson. Thompson will fire one as Murphy tried to drive towards the goal. That one blocked away, played back in behind. Murphy, puck on his stick, pass it to Campbell. He steps into one, and that one off a stick and just wide. Nicholson, 1:10 left to go in the second, man advantage for the Knights. Thompson to Campbell. Campbell walks in, fires, and scores. Hits a body in front. I believe it was Owen McPherson, and the Knights will take it on the power play. Shot from Ross Campbell found Owen McPherson standing at the side of the goal, and the big O-Dog, he'll take his second of the season any way he can as it bounces in off his body one way or another and in behind Boudreau. Hughes tries to center it in front, and that one just hopped on McGuigan as Boudreau was going the other way. Walsh closes off on his man and takes him to the ice with a good solid body check. That was Shattuck. Shattuck back to his feet, tries to drive that puck down low. It's played D to D, and it's chipped out into the neutral zone. Here's Morris. Morris to Walsh. Walsh stepped up there by Shattuck. McGuigan now plays it back, and Hughes down in the corner of the Knights will flip one back in and catches ice, and LeBlanc tosses it back up. Morris makes a read and hops up, steps by LeBlanc. Drives one to the goal, rebound in front. Dwyer couldn't get a shot away. Smith follows it up. Good kick save there by Boudreau. Centering pass in front, hops a stick. Harper fires one, and Boudreau answers the bell again. Knights starting to buzz. Here's Pierce from the back end. That one into the crest and held on.
Assistant number 11, Ross Campbell. And number 4, Andrew Thompson.
Campbell and Thompson with the assists on that Owen McPherson goal.
That's McPherson from Campbell and Thompson on the power
Tied at 1.
at 11:40.
That goal seemed to have given the Knights a little bit of life as they had 3 or 4 good opportunities on that last look there. Pierce again from the point, plays it down in behind. Godden plays it around. Smith will fire it back in behind the goal. Simon Duguay for the Moose. Lofts one out, and Pierce will play it back in. Godden now turns one onto the stick of Smith. Smith up over the blue line. Drops one back to Harper. Harper fires it in around. Comes all the way back to the point to Pierce. Pierce. Mullally takes the body on him, but he able to make the play into the zone. Back to Pierce again. Goes from skate to stick. Tries to backhand one in, and it's turned back by Duguay. Duguay stops up and plays it down low. Centering feed in front. That's off a stick. Poke towards the goal. Turning and firing. That was Mullally off the side. Rink wide feed onto the stick of Captain Brendan Murphy, and he'll play it in. Boudreau with time will leave it there for Duguay. 6 minutes to go here in the first period, tied up at 1. Field bounces that one into the neutral zone. Walsh is able to step up, and a puck battle ensues. Griffith takes the body check, plays it into the zone. Lavoie off the boards and in. Here's Walsh now. Plays it to Griffith. Griffith sends one rink wide, knocked down by LeBlanc. LeBlanc poked away by Sharkey. Sharkey in front. Griffith tried to stick a fork in that one. He'll fork it in behind the goal. Poked away by Field. McDonald works it back, and it hops over the stick of Griffith. Bro closed off there by Thompson. Sharkey D to D to Walsh. Walsh up through the middle. Here's Jonah McDonald with a stride, driving to the goal and knocked down. And the Knights will go back to the power play. 1 for 2 here so far tonight. .5:03 left to go in the first period. 1-1 hockey game. Goals from Isaac Poirier and Owen McPherson have us tied up. In front, driving to the goal. Nicholson plays it back, comes to the point by Campbell to Morris. Nicholson to Campbell. Campbell back to Finn Morris. Morris gets it into Nicholson. They had the D moving around, but it's Gadet who turns it over. Morris steps up on him at the blue line, knocks him down. Ross Campbell with speed. Penetrates the zone, takes it wide, spins up the half wall, boards into Morris. Morris plays it to Nicholson. Nicholson in front, quick shot. That was McPherson working that puck into the middle. Face-off will come down to the left of Boudreau. Murphy in against Godbout. He's able to tie up. It's pushed back by Griffin. Morris over to McDonald. McDonald goes down. A one-timer in the slot. Murphy. Sharkey found him. He let it go. It was Griffin sneaking in the back door. Wanted that puck on his stick. Face off to the right now. Murphy wins this one clean. Back to Morris. Morris gives it down to McDonald. McDonald kicks it back to Finn Morris. Griffin gets it that time. Won it the one time. It goes through his wickets, and back to the point it comes. Morris works it over to Jonah McDonald. McDonald plays it down low to Sharkey. Back to McDonald. McDonald over to Morris. Morris drags the D-man with him. Gets it to Griffin. Griffin now turns it back. Morris plays it over. McDonald will poke it ahead, take it down in behind the goal line. Tries to center one out to Griffin. It's poked away by Godbout. McDonald plays one on to the stick of Murphy. Murphy to Sharkey. Sharkey skates out top of the circle. Back to Morris. Morris to Griffin. Griffin tries to slide one through, down and blocked. 26 seconds on the power play. McDonald to Morris. Morris gets it to Griffin. Tries to center one touch it into Brennan Murphy, and that one turned away. Sharkey side of the net, blast one, and Boudreau makes a save. Sharkey with it back again. 10 seconds left in the power play. Dawson Sharkey wheeling around, looking for an option. Will fire one into the crest, and Boudreau will hold on. 3:08 left to go here in period number 1. 5 seconds left on the Knights' third man advantage. Coach Luke Beck will come back with the top line here. Nicholson controls that face-off. Fires from the back end, down in front, and Boudreau slides across with the glove, makes the save. Face-off believed to come outside. It was knocked down with a high stick. Three minutes even to go here in period number 1. Moose with possession. It's turned back. Here's Ross Campbell, makes a move and drives towards the goal. Gets a shot away as he was all over. By LeBlanc. 6 shots on goal here through the better part of the first period. Boudreau's been good. Terrio knocked off, and Campbell centers one into Nicholson. Nicholson down in behind the goal line, tries to center one in front. It's knocked away. Pierce pinching in from the back end. Keeps that puck alive in the zone. Off a stanchion it goes, and Nicholson turns, fires, and Boudreau tracks that one. Face off to the left of Nico Boudreau. He's been the busiest Moose so far tonight. Back to the point, Thompson. Plays it down low. Hughes in behind the goal. Works it out on the backhand. It'll come to Walsh. Walsh will fire one, and that one goes wide in the blocker side. Thompson now from the point. Plays it in. Down low. Hughes and LeBlanc tied up. It's Godin now. Into the middle to Poirier. Off the wall there by Thompson. LeBlanc turns that one over. Here's Hughes. Fires one off the top of the stick of Boudreau. Found himself with a stride in behind the D on the turnover. Let it go, and it's off the handle. Played out of the zone, and that one will roll for icing. Line caught out there for the Moose here with 1 minute and 46 seconds left in the first period. B. McGuigan and Murphy, and it's back to the point. Shoveled back into the corner by Morris. Murphy from his knees tries to make a play with it, gets it up to the boards to McGuigan, comes back to Morris. Morris sidesteps in front, and Dwyer tried to get a stick on that one. Boudreau smartly holds on, and he'll get his combatants a line change. McGuigan wins that face-off. Murphy knocked down. Morris from the point shovels one in. It's wide in the blocker side. Bro skates into it. McGuigan finishes the body hard. Mullally tries to make a play. It's turned back by Smith, but Duguay is able to skate into it. Duguay gets it by Morris. Tries to feed one in front. It's picked off by Dwyer, and he'll start it back for the Knights. Dwyer plays it back into the zone. Here's Field in behind the D with an opportunity. Rolling puck, settled down, kick save, second save with the glove. A big-time glove save by Bradley and an extra whack. The Knights don't take accustomed well to that. So with 58.7 seconds left in the first period, the officials will have to take some time to sort this one out. I would have to think the initial jab will have to be called here. And there were some hard punches thrown. Officials will confer here. Looks like it's going to be 5-on-5. Two men each aside here. Face-off will come outside. Face-off tied up, and Knights try and push it ahead. Will in the second attempt. Griffin hurt after LeBlanc on that puck. LeBlanc turns it back to Bro. Bro comes rink wide to Mullally. Mullally poked away by Pierce. Pierce can't get it out. Godden holds it in. Now McDonald tries in a second attempt, and then the third attempt gets it back into the neutral zone. LeBlanc fumbles one. McDonald works it back to Pierce. Pierce off the boards. It's into Bro. A lot of ping pong action going on here late in the first period. Griffin gets that puck far side boards. Will drive over the blue line, drops one back to Jonah McDonald. McDonald plays it across. Pierce now turns and fires. It goes down in behind the goal. Sharkey centering pass in front off a stick. Time winding down here. Down in the corner. McDonald. That'll do it here for period number one. So we'll get a slash and a couple of roughing penalties there, and they'll nullify. After one period of play here from the Bell Alliance Center in Charlottetown, it's tied up at 1 between the Charlottetown Bulk Carrier Knights and the Northern Moose. Goals from Isaac Poirier, and for the Knights it was Ross Campbell. We'll be back with more second period action here in just a few moments.
For the Knights, 18.
Welcome back inside the Bell Alliance Center in Charlottetown for period number 2 between the Charlottetown Bulk Carrier Knights and the Northern Moose, tied at 1 after 1 period of play. It was a early goal from Isaac Poirier up over the glove of Hudson Bradley. 24 seconds in, the Knights answer back in the power play. A goal from Owen McPherson, hit him somewhere, we're not sure where, redirected in by Boudreau. And that's where we stand. Knights come with a push after they tie it back up. Moose answer back. It's a big second period. One that's usually extremely strong from this Knights team. Face-off is down, controlled by Nicholson. Pushed ahead by Walsh, and Nicholson will start up over center ice over the blue line. Turns away from Poirier, comes back to Thompson at the point. He'll fire one off his stick and off the back glass in behind Boudreau. Puck airmailed back into the neutral zone. Thompson plays it right into the bench, knocks down every stick standing. Playing a little bowling over there. Andy Thompson fires into the bench and knocks down all the pins. Equipment manager Danny McLaughlin will have his hands full there, stacking them back up. Face-off just outside the Knights' blue line. Murphy pushes it ahead. Turned back by Poirier. Here's Gaudette, tries to center one across. Pierce got the stick down and intercepted that one. Pushed ahead now. Here's Murphy. Over the line, driving wide, Brennan Murphy. Taken into the boards there by Theriault. In front, backhand shot from Dwyer. Boudreau down. Able to keep that one out of the net, loses his stick. Thompson plays it in behind Dwyer now. Off the half-wall boards, worked there by Poirier. Poirier comes out with it. Back to the point it comes. Pierce holds it in. Floats one down in behind the goal. McKenzie works for that puck. Again, it's Theriault who knocks him off. In the neutral zone, Dwyer now. Turns back, gives it over to McKenzie. He fires one and save is made. .18:44 left in the second period. 20-6 are the shots on goal. 18-6 after 1. Not hard to tell who the star of the hockey game's been. He wears number 33. Comes in with the top save percentage in the league. Here's McDonald down low. Centers one in front. Griffin got a whack at it. Puts it just wide. McDonald taken down. And the Knights will go to the power play again. Their 4th opportunity. Have yet to draw a minor. Godbout wins that face-off, but it's McDonald who comes out with it, gets it back to Morris at the point. Morris to Jonah McDonald. McDonald goes down low. From behind, Sharkey comes out, fires one. Boudreau makes the save. Here's Morris now. Morris over to Griffin. Carson Griffin had the hot hand last night in his first MHL hockey game. Scored 3 for the Summerside Capitals. He's back here tonight with the hot hand. Morris from the point. No traffic in front. Boudreau kicks that one away, and it's cleared back into the neutral zone. Morris, quick up to Griffin. Griffin crosses over the blue line now with possession. On the half-wall boards, far side comes to Morris in the middle. Morris plays it to McDonald. McDonald comes across with it. Griffin tried to skate into that one, and it's back into the neutral zone. Morris backhands one up. McDonald tries to play it with the skate. Duguay backhands it. Godden. Campbell works it back to the point. 52 seconds left in the power play. Morris up to McPherson. McPherson plays it to Ross Campbell. Campbell with a stride. Nicholson driving the goal. Here's Campbell. Rips, fires, blocker save made by Boudreau. Good recovery there by Brendan Murphy. And the Knights regain possession. Here's Nicholson. Nicholson to Smith. Smith over to Campbell. Back up top to Smith. Smith to Nicholson. Nicholson looks for a lane. Fires one blocked away and out into the neutral zone. Smith up to Ross Campbell. Campbell plays it over to Justin Smith. Smith drops one off to Nicholson. Nicholson into the middle. Murphy. One too many touches and stick handles that one into the corner. Nicholson back to Smith. Smith over to Campbell. Ross Campbell fires one wide of the goal. It's on around. Nicholson keeps it in and back to five-a-side hockey. Centered in and McPherson can't get a whack. Campbell gets a shot away off his stick and up and over the goal. Puck is down. Poirier wins the face-off. LeBlanc gets it over. Noah Bro in through the middle of the ice field. Pokes it ahead. It's played up and into the mesh.
All right, fans, time to get out those lucky 50-50 tickets for today's draw. Here is the winning number.
Face-up comes down into the left of Hudson Bradley.
7 0 4 5 5.
Turn and fired wide. Thompson. Here's Poirier now.
Please go see Don at the production table in the middle of the ring. Thank you.
Chipped out into the neutral zone. Dwyer plays it through the legs of Harper. Up over the line and back to the point it comes, and it's played back, but nobody's home, and Boudreau all the way out now to handle that puck. Skates it down in behind the goal, plays it over to LeBlanc. LeBlanc tries to play one, it's off a stick, bouncing through the slot. Moose are able to get it out, it's Poirier. Field plays it in. Bradley, he leaves it there for Thompson. Thompson works it over to Pierce. Pierce now gets it outside into the neutral zone, and it's played back in. Thompson tries a long stretch pass, picked off by Duguay, but it's Murphy. Turning the puck back up ice, tries to get through to Moose and can't do so. Boudreau hammers that one out off the glass, and that will go for icing. Face-off will come back down to the right of the netminder. 15 even left to go in the second period. In behind, here's Godden now for the Moose. Plays one up through the middle, and it's played in by Gaudette. That one stepped up at the blue line. Probably could have made the attempt to play it. Controlled by the Knights. Here's McKenzie. McKenzie plays it through the middle to Murphy. He goes under the stick of LeBlanc, gains the blue line. Brendan Murphy comes back to the point. Here's Morris. Morris fires one through traffic, kicked away. Walsh steps into one. Another rebound kicked out, and Griffin off the bench will skate into it. Tries to make a move, and that's turned back by Godbout and pushed outside the zone by the Moose. Walsh is able to skate into it as Morris flips it in. Boudreau behind the goal. Takes his time, gets it over to Chason. He meets it on the half wall. Walsh pinches in on him, and Godbout comes up with it. Plays it into the middle. Into the feet of Smith. Here's Sharkey. Sharkey gets it to Jonah McDonald. McDonald tries to pass one across, and that one stopped up in front. Here's Sharkey. Drops one off for Smith. Down to Griffin. Carson Griffin into the slot onto the backhand of Sharkey. Just couldn't handle that pass, and The Moose will push it back out over center ice. It was Mullally tried to make a play with it. McDonald got a stick on it, but Griffin overskates it. Here's LeBlanc. Long stretch pass. Picked off by Pierce as that was intended for Poirier. Now Bradley leaves it there for Smith. Smith rims it on around. Comes to Poirier and he plays it off to Field. Field has it poked away and Griffin sidesteps Couture. Carson Griffin tries to sauce one across to Jonah McDonald. And it's picked off at the last second. Moose slow things down. Will start it from behind their goal. Yet to have a shot here in the second period. Rink wide feed, and that one's sent into the zone, near side corner boards. In behind the goal. Moose come out with it. Play it back to Couture at the point. Couture fires one. McPherson blocked that. There's a shot from a bad angle, and Bradley sharp to seal the wall on the post there and keep this game tied at 1. Face off down to the right of Hudson Bradley, controlled by the Moose. Shot in and knocked down. Here's a pass to Campbell. Campbell in behind the D. One-on-one with Boudreau. The backhand, and Boudreau reads him all the way. Big blocker save. Here's Nicholson. He fires one just wide of the goal, right from the slot. McPherson to Campbell. McPherson plays it back to the point. Morris fires one in. It's tipped, and Boudreau makes the save. Couple of Charlottetown Islander prospects doing battle there one-on-one. It was Campbell who worked to the backhand, but it was Boudreau there with the answer. Tracked it all the way, keeping this game tied up. Knocked down by Gaudette, but it's McPherson who skates into it, plays it down to Campbell. Campbell in behind the goal, centers one back. Here's Morris. He fires side of the goal. McPherson tried to get a whack at that one, hopped over his stick. Moose will turn it back. Bro with Shattuck up over the blue line. Here's Shattuck cutting towards the middle. Tries to play it back down to Bro. Thompson plays it over to McPherson. McPherson stretches one out to Campbell. Campbell, Evan Nicholson. Nicholson fires one low along the ice. In front, scores! Ross Campbell gets the centering feed from Evan Nicholson. And just like always, it's in the back of the goal by Boudreau on the outside. Campbell, Evan Nicholson. Nicholson fires and McPherson stretches one out to Campbell. Campbell, Evan Nicholson. Nicholson fires one low along the ice. In front, scores! Ross maybe the most dynamic pair in the league, and Evan Nicholson and Ross Campbell combine there on that one and put the Knights up by 1 on their 28th shot of the hockey game. Puck back down, it's Pierce. Plays one up to Hughes. Chips it in his own. Duguay works it over to Theriault. Theriault. Into the zone it comes. Baxter. Tries to push that one around. Pierce tries to play it up through the middle, and that'll go for icing.
Assistant number 18, Evan Nicholson, and number 22, Owen McPherson.
Owen McPherson with the secondary assist on that Ross Campbell goal. Give them a goal and assist each, Campbell and McPherson. Gives McPherson 11 points on the season. Ross Campbell adds to his league-leading goal total with his 15th and now 28th point. Here's Hughes skating into it. Tries to make a play on LeBlanc. LeBlanc able to poke it away. Walsh from the back end, tipped in front. Hughes can't get a second whack at it as his stick was tied up there by Couture. Walsh coming back. He's shifted and moved around there by Mullally. Rimmed on around. Couture at the point. Couture fires one back in behind the goal. A centering feed out front off the stick of Pierce, rolling through the slot. Mullally down into the corner. Pierce skates away from Poirier, chips it off the wall, and the Knights will start out up over the ice. Pierce gains the blue line. McGuigan driving the goal, gets that pass, tries to cut towards the middle, and has it poked off of his stick. Murphy keeps that puck alive. Pierce hammers it down into the far side corner board. McGuigan using that body, trying to protect that puck. He's all by himself down in behind the goal of Boudreau. McKenzie through the neutral zone. Turned back by Brennan Murphy. He'll chip it off the wall and try and skate into it. Moose quickly turn it back on the forecheck. Poirier tries to send one across. It's knocked down by Smith. Smith tries to find Brennan Murphy, and just a stride ahead of him. We get an icing call with 9:42 left in period number 2. McGuigan wins that face-off back to Morris. Theriault from the point pinches in and fires one wide. Down in the corner, Moose with possession. That's Gaudette. Back to the point, shot in and blocked away. Theriault steps up on it, knocked down in the slot area. Played by Shattuck. Shattuck now tries to cut towards the goal, and the Knights will take a penalty. I believe it'll be Smith who will go off for a hook here with 9:17 left to go in the second period. The Moose will get their first power play opportunity of the hockey game. Face-off comes down to the right of Bradley. In front, Walsh will turn and send that one. Boudreau stops it, leaves it there for Poirier. Poirier pressured by Sharkey. Has to bounce one off the boards over to Duguay. Duguay to Poirier. Poirier drives that puck into the Knight zone, tries to stop up there on McDonald. McDonald working that puck along the boards. Gets some help there from Thompson. It'll roll out to Sharkey, and Sharkey will send it off the boards. 30 seconds gone in this man advantage. Duguay has to come back into his zone. He's pressured there by Ross Campbell. Through the neutral zone field, leaves it there for Poirier. Poirier over the blue line. Spins and takes it down into the corner now, works it down to Bro. Bro with Field in front, comes back to the point. LeBlanc sends it rink wide to Poirier. Poirier in front, tipped and knocked down by Pierce. Pierce had his stick all tied up, and he's going to get the penalty called. Out from the side of goal, quick shot, rebound, scores. Bro with the rebound. On the power play. Tied up at 2. Connor Pierce will get a 2-minute minor here. And the Moose will go back to the power play. Tied at 2. Shattuck tries to burst over the line. Mullally back to the point. LeBlanc over to Theriault. Theriault fires one, and that one high and up over the net. Comes all the way to LeBlanc. Back to Theriault. Theriault with a lane, fires, and that's off a body in front. Here's Mullally. Mullally tries to play it into Shattuck. Moose coming with a little bit of energy after scoring in the power play. Theriault tries to go back rink wide, off a skate back into the neutral zone. LeBlanc retreats. Fired into the zone. Boudreau.
Assistant number 9, Anthony Gaudette.
Gaudette gets the assist on the Bro goal.
That's 3 from Gaudette.
Here's Gaudette to LeBlanc. LeBlanc up top, back to Gaudette. Gaudette, top of the circle, tries to seam one across, and there's all kinds of traffic in the lane. Bounce around. 48 seconds left in this power play. Gaudette spins back to LeBlanc. LeBlanc from the point, redirected a couple of times. Bradley square to that one and makes the save, a clearing attempt from Smith, knocked down, pass across. Murphy gets his stick in the way, and he and McGuigan break out the other way. Here's Murphy. Murphy to McGuigan. McGuigan to the backhand! Stopped by Boudreau. Oh, wow. Put that one on the highlight reel as McGuigan had a gaping net, and Boudreau sticks the arm out with the glove and makes a big-time game-saving stop. Remember that moment. 6:24 of the second period. Knights control the face-off. They got 22 seconds left to kill off here. Up over the line. Shot on and off a shin pad. That one will roll down and in. Gaudette working on Walsh down in the corner. Walsh tries to poke it ahead. Back to Poirier at the blue line. Poirier stick handles it on over, and we're back to five-a-side hockey. McDonald off the bench. Poirier closed off there by Walsh. It's Field in behind the goal. Again comes back to the point. Duguay can't make a play with it as it comes out. McKenzie can't field that one. Boudreau rims it on around. Here's Harper. He skates in and plays it down below the goal line. Poirier rims it on around. Thompson from the point goes down to McDonald. McDonald finds McKenzie in front. He just redirects that one wide. McKenzie hurt on that puck down in behind the goal. It comes to Thompson. Here's Thompson. Thompson plays it back down and in. McKenzie has that puck roll just out of his reach, and Bro will come up over the line. Bro makes a move on Thompson into the zone. Centers one back, and hard in the back pressure was Griffin. Able to tie his man up Godbout. He couldn't get a shot away. 5 minutes left to go here. We'll get a whistle. 2-2 the score here. In the second period, each team on the power play and one each even strength. Cade McGuigan had a glorious opportunity there shorthanded, but it was Boudreau with the highlight reel save. Couture fires one on, and it's down in behind. Here's Smith, kicks it on around. Dawson Sharkey tries to play it out. It's played back in. Here's Thompson. Plays one up to Griffin. Griffin in through the middle of the ice. Here's Dawson Sharkey. Sharkey with Griffin driving the goal. Tries to make a move. Godden gets the stick in. Good play there by the Moose defender. Griffin working on Couture. Comes to Hughes. Hughes to Griffin. He turns and fires. Godden got in the way of that shot. Smith now back at the point. Plays it down to Sharkey. Sharkey tries to cycle it to Hughes. It's all gummed up in the half wall boards. Griffin makes a nice open ice body check there through the middle of the ice. Boarding will be the call. So the Moose will go to their third power play of the period in the hockey game. It's controlled by the Moose. Back to the point it comes. Duguay plays it over. Gaudette fires one, and that's off a stick and up and out of play. Moose again on the power play, win the offensive zone face-off. Poirier fires one. Bro was in front and hits the bottom of his skates as he tries to jump out of the way. Here's Duguay. Backhands one across to Gaudette. Gaudette down low to Bro. Bro centers one out front to Field. He couldn't handle it. Campbell sends that one down the length of the ice. Boudreau active with the stick, comes out to stretch a pass out to Field. He chips it by Pearson. Chases it down in the corner. Here's Gaudette following it up. Gaudette comes to Poirier. Poirier to Gaudette. Gaudette looking for an option. Spins away from Nicholson. Works it back down low. Now comes back up top with it to Duguay. Duguay walks the line. Plays it back to Gaudette. He fires, and that one blocked in front. Duguay again. Leaves it there for Poirier. He tries to fire it. It was Morris. Got a stick on it. Poirier to Duguay at the blue line. To Gaudette near side. Half wall board. Sauces one across. Hops over the stick of Poirier. Morris hard on that puck. Knocks his man off, and he'll clear it down. Boudreau, with his men going for a change, will set it up down in behind the goal. Plays it on over, starts the breakout. Shattuck through center. Dwyer with the pressure hard from the back end, now into the middle. There's a shot on and blocked in front. 7 seconds left. Back to the point it comes, across to Godden. Godden. Knocked off, back to 5-a-side hockey. Moose now 1 for 3 in the power play. Shattuck leaves it for Baxter. Baxter plays it back in behind the goal. McPherson. Shattuck comes through, hard through on that puck. Centering pass in front, knocked away by Thompson. Here's Thompson from the back end. Plays at the half wall. Dwyer is able to chip it outside the blue line. Thompson will follow it up. 3-on-2 for the Knights. Andy Thompson fires that one, and Boudreau will hold on for the whistle with 1:26 left to go in the second. McDonald pushes it ahead, and Boudreau will smother it. Knights control the face-off, comes back to Smith. Over to Pierce. Pierce plays it down low, and closed off in the corner is Sharkey. Here's Smith again at the blue line. Sidesteps his man, throws one in, blocked away by Boudreau. A centering pass in front. Sharkey got a whack at it, and Boudreau was down and makes a save. Top official gets the penalty. Head contact on LeBlanc, so the Knights will have a power play here for 59 seconds. It's a 4-minute minor, so they'll start the period with 3 minutes on the power play, unless they score in the next 59 seconds. Come with a bit of a different look in this man advantage. Nicholson ties up the face off it, works it back to Morris. Morris plays it to McDonald. McDonald plays it down low. Sharkey uses his body to try and protect that puck. Comes back again to Morris. He holds it at the blue line. To McDonald. McDonald down to Sharkey. Sharkey comes back to the point to Morris. Morris over to Ross Campbell. Campbell back to Morris. Morris uses his body to protect that puck. Knocked down. Plays it to Campbell. Campbell back to Morris. 30 seconds in the period. Ross Campbell into Evan Nicholson. He'll fire one, and Boudreau gets the stick on that one on the blocker side. McDonald to Sharkey. Back up top to McDonald. Back to Morris. Here's Jonah McDonald now to skate it down and try and center one across, and that one's going to go down the length of the ice. Bradley plays it up. That'll do it here for the second period. Tied at 2 this time around. After 2 periods of play, it was Ross Campbell who got on the board first, and Noah Bro answered back for the Moose. Shots on goal, 34-12 after 2 periods of play. We'll be back with more third period action here in just a few moments.
Shots on goal in the second period for the Moose, 6. For the Knights, 16.
Knights remain on the power play here to start the third period. Nicholson to Murphy. Murphy gets a 2, Sharkey. Back into the middle of the ice. 1:17 left in the man advantage. Murphy follows it up. Plays it to McDonald. McDonald backhands in front, and that one's cleared away. Smith to Griffin over to Sharkey. Sharkey over the blue line. Sticked away by Boudreau. McDonald tries to make a play with it at the blue line, gets it down to Sharkey. Sharkey in front, and Griffin has that one hop over his stick. 36 seconds left in the power play. Hughes knocks it down with the glove. Waits and takes it onside. McDonald down to Hughes. Hughes in front, centering pass. Sharkey got a shot away, but didn't get good wood on it. Bradley. Plays it back into the neutral zone. Here's Poirier. The end of the penalty. Comes into the zone, poked away by Morris. Dwyer. Starts it out over the line. Godden plays it back in. Bradley leaves it there for Pierce. Pierce, stick lifted by Poirier. In front, here's Field. He'll fire one, scores. Anthony Field buries it by Bradley with traffic in front, and it's 3-2 for the Moose. .41 left to go here in the third period. Anthony Field scores and takes the lead from the top-seeded Charlottetown Knights. Having a hard time getting the train back on the tracks here. Wins that face-off, and it'll come back into the Knight zone. Thompson.
Scored by number 28, Anthony Field.
Walsh plays his man hard into the boards. Nicholson in front, tries to backhand one through. It's turned at the blue line by Theriault. Glove down, Cadet takes a whack at it. Here's Thompson. Plays it over the half wall, boards McPherson. Pushes it ahead to Nicholson. Nicholson tries to play one over to Campbell, and that one's sticked up and at a play there by LeBlanc. Off the face-off, Duguay plays it over to Couture. They play pitch and catch down in behind the goal. Couture now, far side boards with the puck. Comes back across to Duguay. Duguay pokes that one ahead, but it's Morris at the Knights blue line. Take it back into his own zone. Finn Morris starts things up over his own blue. Gets it over to Carson McKenzie. That one's stick back into the zone. Airmailed up through center. Mullally turns at the blue line. It's picked by Brennan Murphy. He gets a poke on it ahead of Duguay, and he's knocked down, driving for that puck. Through center, here's McGuigan. McGuigan, one-on-one, will take it to the forehand. Fire one, Boudreau near-ended up in his own goal as he makes the save there. 15:08 left to go. 3-2 lead for the Moose. McDonald wins the face-off and played back to the point. Thompson gets it to Griffin. Griffin back to Andy Thompson. Thompson gains the red line and fires it in. Boudreau out from behind. Makes a tape-to-tape pass to Baxter. Baxter charging up over center ice. Drops that one back. Quick shot into the glove of Bradley, and he'll hold on. That was Chason who fired that one in. Here's Sharkey off the face-off. Knights push it out into the neutral zone. Dawson Sharkey makes a move on LeBlanc. Cuts to the backhand in front. Boudreau taken in. Godden's arguing here with the official. Puck goes into the net, but the net well off as Boudreau was crashed into there. Face-off controlled by the Knights. Sharkey tries to play it down low and does. Theriault watched there by McDonald in the corner. Theriault shifts and spins and comes out with that puck for the Moose. Duguay sends it in far side corner. Close off, and Morris gets it to half wall. It's chipped out. McDonald now pressuring after Theriault. He's able to poke that towards Boudreau. Boudreau in front of the goal. Skating around. Makes a backhand pass with it as he looks like he's out there for a little Sunday twirl. It'll be offside as Shattuck touches that puck. 13:52 left to go here in the third period. 3-2 lead for the Northern Moose. Moose control it. LeBlanc plays one over. Couture fires one in, and that hops over the stick of Bradley. Field now from the half wall. Stick handles it down into the corner. Poirier to Field. High pass. It wasn't knocked down. Now Walsh gets it up through the neutral zone and ruled that nobody could get a stick on that one. Walsh off the wall to Griffin. Griffin tries to chip it by LeBlanc. Dwyer follows it up. Here's Dwyer. He'll fire one. He had the whole blocker side there as Boudreau was high at the top of his crease. Able to make the save. Down to the left. Face off one there, and Thompson backhands one down into the corner. Field gets it back into the neutral zone. Walsh knocks it down and just plays it through the open ice of the neutral zone. Into the center. Here's Campbell. Campbell now will walk, drop it off. Nicholson fires one up over the blocker. Campbell centers it in front off his skate, and Boudreau kicks it away. McPherson now just over skated that puck, and Moose turn it back. Mullally. Too many men in the ice there for the Moose. For a good 10 seconds. So the Knights will get their sixth power play opportunity, down 3-2 here. Need to get something going. Murphy wins the face-off, and Griffin pokes it back to Morris. Morris goes to Jonah McDonald. McDonald, top of the circle. Will fire one, and that's blocked away by Godden. Griffin plays it down low. Sharkey's able to stick lift and skate into it. Drops it back. Carson Griffin now to Morris. Morris over to Jonah McDonald. McDonald, top of the circle. Tries to drive one in, and that one's picked off and turned back the other way. Bradley. Picked off by Duguay, centered in front, and Nicholson will retreat. Get one over to McDonald. Morris now from his own zone. Plays it over. Nicholson leaves it there for Murphy. Brennan Murphy up over the line. Passes one across. McDonald scores! Jonah McDonald got his stick on that one and buries it by Boudreau. And it's 3-3 on the power play. Knights will control the face-off. Thompson to Walsh. Leaves it there for McPherson. Nicholson gets it over to Ross Campbell. Campbell lost his stride, but plays it into the zone. Down into the corner. Nicholson shifts away from his man. Down in behind the goal. Fired on. And into the glove.
That's McDonald for Murphy and Morris on the power play at 8:15.
Couple of moves heading off here. Not sure what for. Kick back off the face-off. Comes to the half-wall board. Shattuck back into the zone. Stretch passes. Thompson turns and chases that one down. Turns it over. Here's Brolt. Fires that one just up over the glove as he turned that puck over deep in the Knight zone. Walsh. Pressured hard. Stops up in behind. Gets it over to McPherson. McPherson and Nicholson. He'll kick it up onto the stick of Campbell. Ross Campbell drags, fires in front, and that one didn't get through. Campbell on the back check finishes his man Shattuck with that hit. Now Smith to McPherson. Over to Ross Campbell. Campbell tries to step around Godden. Here's Morris. Morris back to Ross Campbell. Through the middle. Campbell spinning his wheels. Forces that one into the zone. Heads off for a change. Dwyer hard on the forecheck on Godden. Godden now with his boots turned up ice. Gains center and fires it in. Smith plays it over. Duguay stopped up at the line. Here's a pass that doesn't get to Dwyer. And Poirier comes back for the Moose. Spins away, centers one in. Duguay handles it on the backhand, fires one, that one wide in the glove, and will come all the way outside the zone. Down in behind it goes. Pierce plays it off the wall, and Baxter fires it back in. Field from the half wall and gloved away by Bradley. Face-off won by the Knights. Pierce takes it down in behind the goal, passes one out off the half wall, and it's in the center of the ice. Griffin sprawls to get it back to Thompson. Out through the neutral zone, here's Sharkey. Sharkey leaves it for Jonah McDonald. It's filtered towards the front of the goal. Couture has that puck knocked off of his stick. Pierce from the point. Blocked and started up by Godbout. He has Chase on with him. Godbout, the captain, backhands one towards the goal. It's off his skate and down in behind it goes. Chase on now. Comes back to LeBlanc. LeBlanc sidesteps Sharkey and plays it down into the corner. Pierce comes in and tries to close off his man. Now Chase on with the puck in behind the goal for the Moose. Thompson working to try and free it away. Puck is loose in behind the goal. It's played by McDonald. He pushes it ahead. Sharkey sidesteps into the neutral zone and crosses over the blue line. LeBlanc takes the body as Sharkey centers out into Griffin. Griffin plays it down in behind LeBlanc now with 8:15 left to go in the third period. Bro plays it off the boards. Hughes skates into it. Hughes backhands one into Harper. Boudreau pokes it away. And the Moose start up over the line. Gadet closed off by Walsh, and Harper flips one out through the neutral zone. Duguay knocks it down. Plays it back, and Moose try and gain center. Walsh over to Smith. Smith back to Walsh. Knocked down by Shattuck. There's a junkyard dog in there for the Moose here tonight. It's on the half wall boards. Harper pushes that one ahead, and it's not going to have enough for icing. Duguay stops in behind the goal with 7:23 to go. Plays it over to Bro. Bro turns, and that puck is turned over on the stick of Ross Campbell. Campbell again backhands it in front. Here's a shot and save made. Murphy found that puck in the slot. Pretty obvious spear there to Evan Nicholson. Moose coach not happy, but I mean, when you're in a scrum, he probably wasn't going to take anybody, and then Nicholson gets a spear right to the stomach. You got no choice but to call it. You could see it from the broadcast booth. You could see it from the ice. So they'll go to the power play here. Their sixth opportunity of the hockey game. Seventh opportunity of the hockey game. 2 for 6 so far here tonight. 7:08 left to go in the period. Murphy keeps that puck alive. Brendan Murphy to Nicholson. Nicholson to Campbell. Backdoor feed. McPherson was driving. That puck couldn't get to his stick. Campbell now behind the goal. Works that puck to McPherson. McPherson comes to Nicholson. Nicholson plays it back down low to Ross Campbell. Campbell to the middle to Thompson. Thompson now to Nicholson. Nicholson back to Thompson. Over to Murphy. Brendan Murphy down low to Ross Campbell. Campbell in behind. Looking for an option. Passes it off to Murphy. Murphy walks, fires, and into the chest of Boudreau. 4-minute power play here for the Knights. Thompson.
That's 4 minutes for Speary at 12:49.
Mullally will just fire that one down, and Duguay, first one in on it for the Moose. Pushes that puck ahead. McDonald will swoop in and pick it up. Leave it in behind the goal for Morris. Morris. Closed off hard, and Mullally will come back the other way. Here's Mullally. Backhands one in. Bradley makes the save. And the Knights will start it back forward. Up over the line. Dwyer now. Stops up in the corner. Back to McDonald. He comes. McDonald into Morris. Morris drags and gets it to McDonald. McDonald comes down low. Shot on, and blocker save made by Boudreau on the shot from Sharkey. McDonald wins it clean. Comes back to the point. Smith now out there. Over to Jonah McDonald. McDonald pokes that puck down into the corner. Here's Dawson Sharkey. Centers it out. Griffin knocks it down with the glove. Carson Griffin plays it over to Smith. Jonah McDonald now. McDonald back to Griffin. He overskated that one, but gets it back to the point. Smith to McDonald. McDonald tries to center one in front. No lane. Sharkey gets that to his man Griffin. Griffin plays it rink wide to McDonald. McDonald to Smith. Smith to Griffin. Griffin sends one towards the goal, and that one's sticked away by Boudreau. Played down into the corner. Sharkey leaves it there for McDonald. McDonald tries to center it in front. Pinching in from the point. Smith keeps that puck alive. Plays it down to Griffin. Griffin from behind the goal. Side of the net. Sharkey tried to get a whack at it. It's behind the net now. And the Moose come up with possession, and they're able to clear that one out. .420 left to go. 1:08 in the power play. Murphy, near side boards, has open ice and will drive into the zone. Spin away. Brendan Murphy stops up in the half wall. Pushed into the boards. Fish that puck free, comes back to Thompson at the point. Thompson to Nicholson. Nicholson plays it down to Ross Campbell. Campbell looking for an option. He'll spin away from Shattuck. Plays it down to McPherson, back to Ross Campbell. He'll fire from a bad angle. Boudreau makes the save. Thompson plays it to Murphy. Murphy now back into Thompson. Thompson to Nicholson. Nicholson looks for a lane, finds Murphy. Murphy can't get a shot away. Puck's in his skates, comes back to the point. Thompson over to Nicholson. Nicholson puts one through the crease. Campbell just couldn't get a whack at it. Back down low it comes to Ross Campbell. We'll get a whistle as the net is dislodged here with 3:25 left to go in the third period. 47-18 shots on goal. Tied up at 3. Nico Boudreau has been the star for the Moose. Face-off one, and it's McKenzie. Plays it in behind to Hughes. He tries to center it back out, and 2 for 7 on the man advantage. The Knights were back to 5-a-side hockey. Held into blue line by McGuigan. Picked off by Poirier. Here's a stretch pass to Field, and that one will go for icing. .303 now in the third period. 5-a-side hockey. Godden plays it to Mullally. Mullally plays it off the boards, and that one again will go for icing. Knights will try a different set of legs out here for this O-zone face-off. Here's Field. Plays it over to Poirier. Poirier chips it into the zone. Has the puck on his stick, fires one blocker side, and it'll come all the way around to Dawson Sharkey. Sharkey plays it into the zone on Duguay. Duguay now down in behind the goal. He has to stop up as Griffin was hard in the forecheck. Morris pinching in from the blue line. It's Godbout back the other way with Mullally. Godbout over to Mullally, backhanded, and good glove save there made by Hudson Bradley. Keep this thing knotted up with 2:24 left to go in the third period. Ross Campbell into the middle of the ice to Andy Thompson. Thompson forges ahead and plays it down into the corner. He's the first one in on that puck. Plays it off to Nicholson. Comes to the half wall. Fired in and kicked aside. Moose. Try and break that one out, but it will go for icing. Down under 2 to go in the third period. Tied at 3. Face-off one, it comes all the way back into the night zone. Smith, pressured by Baxter, plays it off the backboards and it'll come all the way around. Godbout tried to stop it up there. A centering pass off a skate. And here's Godden. Walsh will turn it back and get it over to Smith. Smith off the wall. Campbell skates into it. Cuts towards the center of the ice. Watched there by 3 Moose, and they're coming back the other way. Bro makes a move on Smith. He's driving towards the puck. Bro, shot save made by Bradley, and he'll hold on as Noah Bro got another opportunity. In behind the D. He's already got one in the hockey game. Couldn't finish that one. Face-off control by the Knights. They get it out into the neutral zone. Dwyer pushes it ahead on LeBlanc. LeBlanc goes back into his own zone. Rims it on around. Here's Bro. Bro tries to backhand that one out. Murphy able to keep it in. Here's Murphy. Murphy stops up in the slot, works it across. Thompson fires one in. Down in behind the goal. Battling there. Puck tries to go from skate to stick. McGuigan battling in there with Dwyer. Puck will come to the blue line. Morris steps up and keeps that puck alive. Dwyer now. Dwyer turns, fires, and Boudreau didn't see it. Goes wide in the glove side. Held in by Morris. McGuigan now. Plays it on the wall, but it's the Moose who get it as far as the blue line and now into the neutral zone. 30 seconds left to go. Morris turns it over. Here's Shattuck. He tries to fire one. Thompson closed off on him. Morris turning it back up ice. Sends one all the way across to Dwyer. Dwyer skates down into the corner, tries to center one back out. Sharkey off the bench. Pokes it by his man. It'll roll down into the corner. Here's Duguay. Duguay tries to stretch one out, and that'll be icing. Knights will get a ozone face-off here with 8 seconds left to go in the third period. Tied at 3. McDonald in to take the face-off. It's tied up. Sharkey tries to fire one. It goes into the stomach of McDonald, and we'll go to overtime here tonight. Tied at 3 after 3 periods of play. 48-21 shots on goal. We'll take a quick break here and be back with overtime in just a few moments.
Shots on goal in the third period for the Moose, 9, and for the Knights, 14.
Well, we get a little extra hockey here tonight in Charlottetown as these two teams will go to overtime. Head coach Luke Beck starting 3 forwards here for the Knights. They'll go with Nicholson, Campbell, and Murphy. It's Gadet, Poirier, and Duguay on the other side. Boudreau, Hudson will battle it out in the pipes. Tied at 3 after 3. Puck is down. Here's Poirier. Turns that puck over to Ross Campbell. Campbell leaves it there for Nicholson. Nicholson swoops back into the neutral zone and plays it off to Murphy. Murphy back to Nicholson. He drops it back. Nicholson to Murphy. Murphy will gain the blue line and take Poirier wide stop up. Plays it back to Campbell. Campbell to Murphy. Murphy leaves it for Nicholson. Nicholson will enter the zone as Murphy driving the goal. Tries to center in front, and they're down in front, and the Moose gain possession. Here's Duguay. Up to Gadet. Gadet will slow things down through the neutral zone. Spin away from Griffith. Bounce it off the boards. Here's Bro now. Bro cuts into the zone, and Thompson knocks that puck away. Bro plays it back. Here's Baxter now with a burst of speed over the blue line. Takes it down in behind the goal. Baxter watched by McDonald. Tries to stop up and does. Back into the neutral zone it comes to Bro. Bro plays it to LeBlanc. LeBlanc up to Baxter over to LeBlanc. LeBlanc took a look and lost that puck on his stick. It's down in behind. Bro and Jonah McDonald battle for it. McDonald kicks it around. Thompson now ensues in the battle with Bro. Knights will lose possession down in behind the goal. LeBlanc will skate into it. LeBlanc tries to make a pass with it back, and Field off the bench intercepts. Here's Field. He'll walk in, scores through the 5-hole. Anthony Field beats Hudson Bradley, and the Northern Moose upset the Charlottetown Knights in overtime, 4-3. Turns the puck over, skates in, and buries it through the 5-hole. Knights suffer their second consecutive loss in a extra time. They gain a point tonight, and will be back on Sunday in Fredericton. For the crew from Universum Media and Beau Ford, we're signing off from Charlottetown here tonight. Thank you for tuning in.